We built a youth consortium of 25 local organizations in Gaza. And along with this setting up of this project infrastructure, we designed a participatory research project. We identified about 20 young people as youth researchers, and we partnered with Birzeit University, who has offices in Gaza. And we brought Birzeit University and young people and CRS together. We started talking about a research idea. And we wanted to design a project that identifies major issues that affect the lives of young people in Gaza today, such as the closure, the Hamas takeover, the internal political conflict, the frequent Israeli military incursions in Gaza, and how the kinds of activities they engage in to generate change in their situation, and their vision for Palestine, and what they think needs to be done to make that vision a reality. So we trained these youth researchers in research methodology. They went out into the field and interviewed 1,296 young people throughout the Gaza Strip. And at this point, we're analyzing the results of this research, and we would like them to do advocacy activities based on the results of this research. We want them to be able to write to their government, or to the PA authority, or to the Hamas authority, to the Israeli government, to the government of the United States, for their asks for positive change in Gaza.
How do you see the political situation between Gaza and the West Bank and Jerusalem working out? What is your personal vision of how this political situation may be resolved in the end?
The political situation in West Bank and Gaza is a very divided situation. When Hamas took over Gaza Strip, people in the West Bank was watching it, very much worried about the people in Gaza, and not really knowing what's going to happen. It seems like the division is deepening day after day. There's not many Fatah members living in Gaza at the moment because they have all run away, and Hamas is clamping down on the people who sympathize with Fatah. Even 12 of our 25 partners have been taken over, have been closed down by Fatah, unfortunately, by Hamas in the last 10 days.
Can you say that again?
Yeah.
And if you don't identify in the last 10 days, because by the time we get the piece up on the web,
Okay.
in August.
In the month of August, yeah. Yeah, great, thank you. It seems that the division between Fatah and Hamas is widening. In Gaza, Hamas seems to be clamping down on Fatah sympathizers. 12 of our 25 partners, community-based organizations in Gaza Strip, have been closed down by Hamas in the month of August. This has meant that we've had to suspend our program activities in Gaza. And in our research project, we did ask young people about how they feel about West Bankers, whether they're upset with them, or whether they see that there's how they see that this division is affecting them. And a lot of them said that they don't feel grudge against the people of West Bank. And our researchers, our professors from Birzeit University, argue that in the focus groups this has also come out, and that what the young people want is not further division. They want national unity. They think that this internal political conflict is is harming their national cause of building a statehood for themselves, of gaining their independence. They say that in the past we used to be united and we used to be working to build our country or gain our independence. Right now, all our energy seems to be wasted in this national conflict, and it's also harming our international image. That's how they see it.
How can American colleges and universities become more involved with the effort in Palestine? Can they help financially back the effort?
They could. CRS runs several programs in West Bank and Gaza. They could find out more about these projects and see if they could support them in any way. There are programs that try to bring young people in West Bank and Gaza and young people in the United States together. One of them is called Cyber Bridges. It links high school age students with each other, and they go through a series of bridges that help them get to know each other and break down some stereotypes that exist between the two sides. Palestinian young people think that Americans think they're all terrorists, so they do want to change that stereotype and make a difference, and I think it also helps young people in the United States to get to know more about the lives of young people living in refugee camps, witnessing quite a bit of violence every day, and struggling with all kinds of restrictions in their lives. There are also programs called Global Solidarity Network that bridges university students from the United States and youth in Palestine. They choose a theme and they discuss this theme over a period of time, and then they have opportunities to actually see each other through video conferencing at certain points throughout the life of the project. There are opportunities to support people in Bethlehem, for example, who make their living on producing olive wood products. CRS has a catalog for the work of human hands, and they could support these people and their income generation activities by buying from their products through CRS. These are all I can think of at the moment.
I have something else. In the end of the day, we're here in America, and there are students in Palestine, and we can't live in their shoes, and they can't live in our shoes. Mm-hmm. Isn't the major issue allowing for Palestinian students to come abroad to the United States to study? Would that not help in their educational development?
That would help very much, but that's a very...
Can you answer?
Oh. It would...
Having Palestinian students study abroad.
That's just so difficult.
Yeah.
They can't get permits. It's all with Israel. But I just wanted to say one more thing. Joining the CRS legislative network would also help. That would mean that people in the United States could participate in CRS's advocacy activities here in the United States for a just solution for peace in the Holy Land. I think it's very important that we do talk about the Qassams. We've talked a lot about Gaza, and we haven't talked about that. So
she's asking about the rocket firing and the aggression that's really on both sides.
Yeah, I can say, I mean, one thing that makes it very difficult to advocate for an end to the closure, the strict closure in Gaza Strip, is the Qassam rockets that Palestinian militants have been firing to the neighboring Israeli sorry, again.
The villages again.
Yeah, and I would like to frame it. one factor that's making positive change in Gaza very difficult is the existence of Qassam rockets that Palestinian militants fire into the Israeli neighborhoods to the north of Gaza. These people across the sorry.
Go ahead.
Take your time. It's okay.
Do I have to say that again? That sentence?
We'll take your whole answer, so if you could start your answer again.
Oh. Okay.
You're doing fine. You're doing
So
very well.
you can't just cut up sentences here and there.
We could, but you wouldn't like it.
Yeah, I'm sure. Okay.